What's good? It's Chigozy. It's Saturday, June 23rd, 2018. And Jeff Young, one of our friends on this channel, he is the former guitarist for Megadeth. So he has a lot of friends in the music industry, a lot of lifetime in the music industry. Well connected. He definitely understands what's been going on, and this is not the first or second or third time one of his friends has been murdered by the federal government. So you understand how this gang murdered Vinnie Paul on the day I said that there was going to be a murder. I said June 22nd is a date with 46 numerology, sacrifice 46 for Saturn, 2139. The Saturn Sun Moon Ritual. Saturn, the keeper of time, Sun, the keeper of time. That's why in Gematria, Pantera sums to 42 and 30, like Saturn. I mean, it's just really clear what is going on. The drummer from Pantera, Saturn 3042, dying on a date with 2139 numerology on 22/6. You wrote 226. You get 93. And then Vinnie Paul dying at 54. Sun, the keeper of time, Sun equals 54. A very clear Saturn Sun Moon ritual. And very unfortunately, Jeff Young, his friend, had to die as a victim in this stunt from the Freemasons, the Zionist Jews, the Jesuit order who runs the federal government, who runs the world of entertainment. Likewise, Dimebag, his brother, Dimebag Daryl, also ritualistically sacrificed by the numbers. December 8th, 1 plus 2 is 3, so it's 38, 83, death, killing, murder, 83, 38. Towards the end, we'll look more at him. I definitely am very pressed for time, but I just definitely wanted to put this out. As soon as I saw the comment, I said, damn, I gotta cover this as much as I can. And definitely check out Jeff Young's music. Check out he also has a radio show, Music Without Boundaries, every Monday night, 7/11 Pacific time, 9/11 Central, 10/11 Eastern. Do the time conversion wherever else you're at. And they just play great music, talk about important things, just like how I like to do. They put out information to enlighten people about what's going on in the world and how we can change it and stop these tyrants from their tyranny. So look a bit more at Vinnie Paul. I mean, this right here. Look at this piece of propaganda from CNN. Jeff, I definitely can only imagine how terrible this is. They murder your friend, and then they craft propaganda by this numerical code, updating it 308. His brother dying December 8th, 1 plus 2 is 3. You don't reduce 8 because it's just a single digit, 38. You see, they did it there. They're putting that number here inside this piece of propaganda. Death, 38. Killing, 38. Murder, 38. He was murdered by the federal government. And here's their propaganda showing you. And of course, here's them making it work. See how they published this on the 23rd? But he died on the 22nd? They're making it work. Blood sacrifice, 67. Killing, 47. 191, the 43rd prime. Killing, 43. Society of Jesus, 43. Society of Jesus, 191. The Masonic order within the Catholic Church, Masonic 43. So the day with 191 days remaining, they're putting out this propaganda. Revelation 49. Also just a life lesson number 40. 4, just going back to 4, number for foundation, death. So I think the biggest takeaway here is you just watch my previous video. At the end, like I do a lot of my videos, I show the date numerology of the day and say what to expect. And I said expect a death, a sacrifice. That same day that Donald Trump, this attorney enacted 3921 Saturn, literally saying that he killed the immigration bill. Killed the bill. Sacrifice 46 based on a tweet. Donald Trump 48. So now we have a Saturnian death. 39 life lesson number, 21 numerology. Like if you're one of Jeff Young's friends and he's showing you this video trying to show you how your friend Vinnie Paul was murdered by the federal government, this shows you right here. 3921, that is the numbers for Saturn. It's a number, life lesson number 39 as well. And then the band that he was in, Pantera, sums to 42 and 30. These are all the numbers for Saturn, see? And I guarantee you there's going to be some 69s as you further decode the propaganda. See the 64-second video? Kill equals 64. Before we further go in this piece, let's just look at when he died from his birthday. March 11th to June 22nd, 2018. Because they always kill them a certain span of days from their birthday. You know, I shouldn't be calling out, oh, this was a celebrity death today, and it always happens. They're doing the same thing. Zach's doing the same thing. Clifford's doing the same thing. Everyone's doing the same thing. Other people follow my work do the same thing. They predict all these things. Dan Barron does it all the time. Why do you think? Because there's such a clear pattern from this gang. Look at this shit. He's dying 103 days from his birthday, 103, the 27th prime. We all know about the 27 Club, always putting this number inside their ritual murders. And remember, the video with XXX Tentacion, minute 3 long, the 27 prime. Now we have Vinnie Paul dying 103, the 27 prime. Again, he's dying a prime number from his birthday. It's also a span of 104 days. See this propaganda in the 104-second video. Dead 14, end 14. Jesus Christ, 146, dying 14 weeks and 6 days from his birthday. Just like how XXX Tentacion, who just recently died 146 days from his birthday. Do you see how they're literally doing the same ritual again and again? XXX Tentacion in the 103 video, but remember they also had it at 104. It was some propaganda software, purposeful glitch. And I was telling you it was on purpose, and you can even tell. They're quoting 103, 104 in that video for him, dying 146 days from his birthday. And now we have Vinnie Paul. Now we got to see how long he died from the upcoming eclipse. You know, he was born 3/11, the 64th prime, in the 64-second video. Thelema 64, Israel 64, Zion 64. Again, Kill 64. So let's see. June 22nd. And you know, you could have just done further homework if you wanted to even confirm this more as a sacrificial date. We know they've been doing eclipse sacrifices. So you could have just done, even before this date, you could have done, okay, let's see how long 226, the Saturnian number is from the anniversary of the solar eclipse. The 218 eclipse. I know what this is. 61 days, time 61. That's also 84, Masonry, Zionism, 84, Jesuit equals 84, death equals 60 in ALW. If you do from that eclipse, the day that happened, to the day is 305 days. And I remember this pattern. This was on Demi Lovato's propaganda. Remember the Thelemic ritual on that day, on the 21st of June. We're decoding that. 305 days from her birthday, participating in this Thelemic ritual. Now we have this Thelemic Saturnian sacrifice, 305 days from the eclipse. Also 43 weeks and 4 days, killing 43 and murder 34. It's just every single time y'all bring examples to say, hey, decode this. They're always such good examples. And again, I'm really sorry that your friend Jeff has to be a really good example. I would never want this to happen to anyone. If my friend was murdered by the federal government, it's over. I'm already doing all I can to expose this. So, not sure much else I can do without being reckless, but it's like, it's over. No, I'm not going to have these assholes kill my friends all the time by this stupid code. So, look at this. Oh, yeah. Dimebag was murdered by the state of Ohio. See, in Columbus, Ohio. Guys, they're putting on propaganda all the time. Jeff Young also from Ohio as well. There's I guess there's definitely a good music scene there and all that. But there's plenty more. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's in Cleveland and stuff like that. And I always thought there's something very occult about the 17th state, something the 47, time 47. It's something the same thing as a time. Another time ritual then where Dimebag is being murdered in. So Dimebag Abbott was shot and killed in 2004 during a concert in Columbus, Ohio with his new band Damage Plan. It's going to have sacrificial, death, killing, murder numbers. You see? Killing 74, 38. Government 52, prophecy 52. I just said it's going to have killing numbers. It literally does. Perfectly. Get rid of the S exception. There's no S in either of those. See this? See how I can just say before I decode? Anyone new here? Anyone who wants to understand what's going on? This is called murder by numbers. That's why in 1983, the reflection of 38, the police 33, sacrificial number, put out that song in 1983. The police. 60 as well. Again, he's dying 60 days from his birthday. 66. There are numbers for representing death as well. Carrie Fisher dying at 60. And the ALW Kabbalah cipher, the cipher from the Aleister Crowley's book, sums to 60, but just reduces to 6, a prophetic number, because you get 52, 29, 16, 20. These are prophecy, time, high numbers. This is, again, a Thelemic Saturnian ritual, Saturn, the keeper of time to the occult. And he's dying from Pantera, 3042, like Saturn, on a date with 39 life lesson number, 21 numerology. It cannot be any more perfect. The drummer, 38, death, killing, murder, 38, 97 to 25th prime, death, 97 and 25, killing, 43, prophecy, 29, reflection, and 92. It's just unbelievable. Dave Mustaine, see, we're just saying killing equals 47. So now Dave Mustaine tweeting this piece of propaganda at 12:47. Another metal hero taken too soon. Exactly. What does metal sum to? See if it fits into his riddle. Jeff Young, also a metal artist. Guys, Jeff Young, I'm just trying to emphasize, he's bringing to our attention. He's definitely in this industry. He's been in it. Dying 84 days. Vinnie Paul dying, or from the upcoming eclipse. From the anniversary. Eight weeks, 4 days. Just to show you how, that's why I've been emphasizing this, to show you how real this all is. The metal artist dying 8 weeks, 4 days. An upcoming eclipse for the eclipse ritual. Eclipse equals 39. Dying a day with a life lesson number of 39. And then I'm showing you who's bringing all this to our attention. Jeff Young's bringing all this to our attention. Another metal artist. Just to show you that this isn't any random thing going on. This is all real. This guy's friend was murdered by the federal government. And we're seeing this very clear coding right here. I'm just trying my best to emphasize it all. 12:47. 12:47. Killing equals 47. With the K exception, K's the 11th letter. You don't have to reduce it. 12:27. See, 27. Dying 103 days from his birthday. 103, the 27 prime. Ritual 27. Yeah, guys, everyone's gutted about this. No one wants to hear the passing of another musician. Why would everyone loves music? Why would you want these musicians to die? But people seem to not care. People seem to not give a damn that there's clearly all these celebrities dying at young ages, and they just believe the propaganda. And no further details are available at this time. They don't even tell you why or how, and then they'll give you some bullshit reason later. Oh, he killed himself, or this, or drugs, or something. Fitting some stupid stereotypes that they keep painting inside the media. Just sick. Absolutely disgusting. I do not like this gang at all. I absolutely hate them. And you can see, now they're killing him and his brother, the two co-founders of Pantera. Let's just look at Dimebag Darrell's death a little bit, and then close this out. I think there's some really good examples here. The main takeaway again, Pantera 3042 on 22/6. Remember the February 26, 1993 World Trade Center bombings? That is why those exist. 226. This is February 26, 1993. So that's another example of what they did. I just want to see Dimebag Darrell's death numerology. Dying a date with 44 and 17 numerology. Are you kidding me? Are you seeing this? 44-17. And of course, a date with 35 numerology. Thelema 35. Death 20. Sacrifice 62 to reflection of 26. Mason 26. Freemason 42 to reflection 24. But 44, 17, 35. It's always these two. It's always like in this method, this one, and then the one in the red. I've always noticed they like to group those so hard when they do this date numerology. Kill 44-17, Thelema 35. The Catholic Church is doing this. Catholic 35. 44-17. It's also the 343rd day of the year. Going back to the cube of Saturn. 7 times 7 times 7. Are you seeing this? They're both dying in Saturnian rituals, playing for Pantera. Can I be any more clear? It really cannot. Pantera 42, he's dying today with 24 numerology reflection. And we just saw all that in just the death numerology. We didn't even see how long he died from his birthday. We can do August 20th, 2004. You're dying at 24, the reflection of 42, a day with 24 numerology. Unbelievable. I mean, literally, if you're in the industry and Jeff brought you to this video, I hope you're not saying this is all coincidence. How can you insult Vinnie Paul and Dimebag Darrell by saying that their deaths were organic and that this is all conspiracy theory? How can you be so insensitive to think that in light of everything I've just shown? Absolutely no reason to think that. But musicians are mainly open-minded people, so this is great. A lot of musicians are going to watch this now and understand then the type of world they live in, the type of industry that unfortunately they're in. And then we can all put an end to this tyranny once and for all. I'm a musician as well. Of course, not at any level as any of these gentlemen, but I appreciate music very, very much. Signed this December 8th, 2004. So let's see how many days from his birthday did he die. He died at whole 38. I mean, he died at 38 years old. Dimebag Darrell died at 38 years old. Death, killing, murder, 38. And remember, his brother now updating this piece of propaganda at 308. So Dimebag Darrell then dying 3 months, 18 days from his birthday. That's just 38. One is a divisor. There's also reflection or reference to 0.318, the inverse of pi, 11. The master number, they like to code that on these sacrifices too, prophecy 110. And then 15 weeks and 5 days. Freemasons 155, but it's also a span of 15 weeks and 6 days. You've read out, and this is what they're really definitely going for. I see the 319. Who died in the 319th day of the year? Little Peep. 15 weeks and 6 days. We're at 33, 156. 319. That is the number for killing. I'm not even kidding you. It's another killing number inside this propaganda. He was murdered by the numbers. killing 319. So 3 months, 19 days from his birthday, he died suspiciously in Columbus, Ohio. You know, Columbus putting on all the time-Saturnian rituals. Of course. You know, I'm not surprised the state of Ohio is murdering its people by the numbers. That's all they do. It's all they know how to do. Killing 319, Masonic 319. At the Alrosa Villa in Columbus, Ohio. Guys, the state of Columbus murders musicians. That's all this shows. Blood sacrifice 76. Doing it by the numbers. 41 to 13th prime, USA 41, America 50. Freemason 122. But it was at this place because it had blood sacrifice numbers. That is why. At 38. The coordinates of this place where he died. He died on the 39th. Yeah, Columbus is on the 39th parallel. His brother then dying on a date with a lifeless number of 39. Saturn 93. For Pantera 3042. Saturn 3042. You see what I'm saying? That's done at 39th parallel by the numbers. John Glenn, another actor for the federal government, you know, dying in Columbus by the numbers too. So rest in peace, Vinnie Paul. Rest in peace, Dimebag Daryl. You know, 44, 44. Have to kill him by the numbers. 40 kill 44. There's plenty more to decode here, but for the duration of this video, I definitely got a good amount of information. It's like always, just do more research, look at more, revisit this. But let's just maybe look through a little bit more of the propaganda and see. I hope if you have any questions, if you're new here, just ask. If I missed something, you know, throw more information. But you know, his brother dying at 38, death killing murder 38. He dies at 54, son 54. Thelema's all about love and will. Love 54. Forwards and backwards. '64 video updated at 308. Brother dies at 38. Death killing murder equals 38. Cancel equals 38. So there you have it. Nothing else to show at the immediate time. Just a nice quick reminder. Another lie from the federal government. We charge advertisers instead of our audience. Please whitelist our site to show your support for CNN.com. Well, that makes no sense because we all know this is propaganda from the state of Ohio. We all know how they love to collect taxes. They have parking meters all over the place. Everything you do in Columbus, your money gets siphoned to the Zionist Jews who run it. And they use that money to put on this propaganda. So clearly they're already charging you up the ass for all these propaganda services they give you. Ritual 81, they're putting ritual numbers in there. But peace out. Hope you enjoyed the video. And just lastly, you can see when you watch my other video how I said there's going to be a death this day. Kill 28, sacrifice 46, Saturn 9321. And then Pantera 4030, like Saturn, or 4230, excuse me. Their drummer. I'm not sure if I did his full name and his name. We'll just do that again. His name sums to 62, like Sacrifice, like Mason. 197, the 45th prime. 45 is the sum of Saturn's magic square. Just Vincent Abbott sums to 48. Vincent Abbott then dying on 8 with 48 numerology. 147, like Freemason, like conspiracy. Jesuit 78, Scotch Rite 78, Pantera 42, The Reflection at 204. His brother dies on a day with 24 numerology. And then Vinnie Paul. Some see 147 as well. Moon 5751. You know, he's the moon component in the Saturnian moon ritual. Conspiracy 123. Crucifixion of Jesus Christ 123. Dying for that ritual as well with the eclipse. Again, eclipse 39 with a life lesson number 39. And then moon 51, 57. Like Vinnie Paul. I mean, I hope you understand then the occult nonsense that goes on by the record label. You can again just see the record label he was on. Labels, Big Vin. Looks like it's, but then they have these distributors, you know. Yes, it's founded by look what we get back to. What a good way to end this video. Every single time. Big Vin Records is an American record label based in Arlington, Texas. The company was formed in February 2006 by former Pantera and Damage Plan and current Hell Yeah drummer Vinnie Paul Abbott, and has a distribution deal with Fontana Records, which is in turn is owned by Universal Music Group. Is that easy? I never do any of this gematria, any of this numerology. If you wanted the cheat code, I always show the cheat code for these. Well, first off, you see it's how CNN, false news propaganda is talking about it. So you know it's a ritual murder. You can just go on Wikipedia, look at the record label, go all the way back to who owns the top, and you always go back to the Zionist Jews, Jewish 34, founded 83 years ago, murdered 3483, and I said they've ramped up their murders since then, and they've been ramping them up, murdering people by the numbers. And then UMG then gives you all of this propaganda to make you think otherwise. That is exactly their plan. That is how the federal government, UMG is the federal government. Doesn't matter where you live. If you're over in Botswana, Germany, Japan, Italy, Australia, Austria, UMG is your federal government. Donald Trump is an actor for UMG. He's here to distract you with more propaganda as he continues to murder more of the employees. Mr. 45, you're at 45, you get 126. Yeah, 126 right here. You know, apparently all this neatly putting on the other side of this Saturnian actor, Donald Trump. It's a bunch of bullshit. That's all it is. Every single time. So here again, we caught UMG red-handed again, murdering one of their employees by the numbers. Unfortunately. So, ended it with that. Sorry again, Jeff, that this had to happen to your friend. But I guess all I could do is put out decodes and then show the world how his friend was murdered by his employer. Dimebag Darrell was murdered by his employer. Pantera then was murdered by their employers. You know, just a couple live members, but they're going to be murdered by Universal Music Group. They're going to be murdered by Universal Music Group. These are their employers right here. This is their headquarters, you know, in Santa Monica, California, sunny Santa Monica. Just sitting there, sipping mojitos, crafting the next ritual murder as we speak. Literally, as we speak, they're probably sitting there right now, formulating a plan as to who they're going to kill in the next 20, 30 years. Peace out.